welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line. Right around the 36. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense. On third down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down, That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Detroit!
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Jackson on 1st down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Snickers, you got to spin. Set! Blue 30!
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And it's brought in by Washington. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Let's go. Show that bench release and go. Double.
They'll go back to the gravel bell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Shakes off the sack. The left side is complete to Rodgers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And this is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And now it's second down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Let's go, let's go.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Jackson on 2nd down, and that's incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, they go with Dixon. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Here's Jackson. They'll roll it out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get...
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Reset. Blue 30. Monday.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there. Also a first down.
Here we go. Stings. Set. Black 80. Hey, here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Jack 16, blue 30.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. It's a foot race. Kenneth Dixon, the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, 77 yards, and the Ravens are in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 45 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he finds Kenneth Dixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Smith-Schuster now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went...
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Tony Jefferson, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Rodgers. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions. Currently held.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a third.
Yeah, off-balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! Landed!
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do,
Yeah.
right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting.
Jack 16. Set! Point 80. Back.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. I feel pretty good about that one.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On second down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep down. He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37. Back to throw. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second down, Collins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. 4th down, here's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And now out come the Steelers. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it, and it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Now for the all-critical extra point. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now for the all-critical extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied at 21. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing. Because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, threat!
Now a first throw here in overtime. And it is incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They've got some decisions to make now. In field goal range already. How do you play this out?
You check with your kicker to make sure the spot that he told you that he wants it is still the same as the game has gone on, because sometimes the kickers have to make adjustments. They may all of a sudden become more confident about their range and their spot. They may become less confident about it. Where do you want it, and what is the range that we need to get into for you to kick the one through the post for us to win it?
So this game possibly could end on the foot of the kicker here in overtime. Now what can Roethlisberger do here in overtime? And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. C.J. Mosley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
Here we go. All right, let's go get it now, all right?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Again, it's Bell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he got it! The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
Can you hear me?